Okay, let's talk about flumanzenil for finally. Flumanzenil or Romazicon. Or Romazicon. This is a benzodiazepine agonist. Antagonist. My apologies. This is an antagonist. So what does that mean? It antagonizes benzodiazepines. It completely blocks benzodiazepines at the GABA benzo receptor complex. Okay? So blocks. I'm just going to abbreviate benzo GABA receptor complex. Okay, so it completely blocks benzodiazepines at the GABA benzo receptor complex. Why would we want to block benzodiazepines? Because they overdosed on them. Benzo overdose is why we're going to give Romazicon. It's kind of like Romazicon is the Narcan of benzos. Okay? So how much are we going to give? We're going to give 0.2 milligrams. And it only goes IV. Or IO. Right? So when are we not going to give flumanzenil? Is when they're hypersensitive to the drug, or they're allergic to the drug. Okay? Now reversing benzos is not hypersensitivity to the drug, so let's use reason here, depending on what's going on. But if they're able to answer you, they're probably not overdosed, or at least not enough for you to want to reverse it. So what are our effects? We're going to run into fatigue, headache, nervousness, and dizziness. Okay, so one of the things that we want to keep in mind, especially with Romazicon, flumanzenil, you want to use caution. In fact, I'll be surprised if you work with a service that actually still carries this. Most places do not. If you have a benzo overdose, you are going to give supportive care until you get to the hospital. The reason being, why are they on a benzo in the first place? They could be seizure patient. And if you reverse this, you could send them back into status epilepticus. Or you could send them into status epilepticus. You could start seizures regardless. The withdrawal from the sudden removal of the benzo stimulation is dangerous. So most places have taken this off. If you incur a benzodiazepine overdose, supportive care. I probably would not even consider flumanzenil or Romazicon if I had it on my truck. I would just support their respirations and secure their airway best we can, and take them to the hospital and let the ER doctors decide on whether they want to reverse it or not.